Rage room workers. What's the most disturbing thing you've ever seen? I worked at a rage room for 2 years. This woman walked in on a Tuesday afternoon. Tailored navy suit that probably cost more than my monthly rent. Pearl necklace that didn't look like the fake stuff. Designer heels clicking against our cheap linoleum floor. They were empty, like someone had drained all the emotion right out of them. "I'd like to book your total destruction package," she said in the calmest voice I'd ever heard. No anger, no excitement, nothing. I explained the pricing. It wasn't cheap, but she didn't even blink, just slid her platinum card across the counter. When I asked if she needed protective gear, she smiled. Not a normal smile. It was too perfect, too practiced, like something she'd rehearsed in a mirror until she got it exactly right. "I'll be here at 8 a.m. sharp tomorrow," she said. "And I'll be bringing my own items." She arrived at 7:45 the next morning, pulling a sleek silver SUV right up to our door, 3 neatly packed cardboard boxes in the back. When I offered to help carry them in, she declined with that same unnerving smile. "These are my burdens to bear," she said. One last time. Our security feed showed her setting up the room with military precision. First came the expensive-looking laptop with a company logo I recognized from business news. A heavy crystal company plaque with her name engraved as Catherine Reynolds, Senior Vice President of Operations, placed against one wall. The centerpiece was different, though. On our pedestal, usually reserved for wedding photos or particularly hated objects, she placed a small jade figurine, a beautifully carved elephant, no bigger than my palm. After arranging everything, she disappeared into our changing area. When she emerged, the power suit was gone. She wore plain black yoga pants and a simple gray t-shirt. Then she did something none of our customers ever do. She sat cross-legged on the floor in the middle of the room, closed her eyes, and just breathed. When she finally stood, it wasn't with the screaming fury we usually see. Instead, she moved with purpose, deliberation. She started with the laptop, bringing the hammer down with precision rather than anger. The screen shattered. Then she methodically dismantled every piece until it was unrecognizable. The plaque went next, the crystal exploding into 1,000 glittering fragments across the room. One by one, she destroyed her certificates. Harvard, gone. Industry recognition, pulverized. She used scissors from our toolkit to shred every document, every report, every piece of paper into confetti. But through it all, she never touched the jade elephant. It remained perfectly intact on its pedestal while chaos erupted around it. She worked for the full 2 hours, never slowing, never showing fatigue. When the session ended, I found her sitting cross-legged again, but this time amid the destruction. There was no devastation on her face. Instead, she looked peaceful. 22 years, she said without looking up. 22 years building someone else's empire. She reached for the jade elephant and held it in her palm, studying it with a softness I hadn't seen in her before. "My first boss gave me this on my first day. Said I'd need something to remember who I was once the corporate world tried to reshape me." She laughed softly. "What happened?" I asked, unable to contain my curiosity as I helped her up. "Found out they've been falsifying financial reports for years, using my electronic signature without my knowledge. I was going to be their scapegoat when it all came crashing down. I quit yesterday. Turned over evidence to the SEC this morning before coming here." "The elephant?" I asked, feeling the smooth jade in my palm. "Keep it," she said. "I don't need a reminder anymore. I know exactly who I am now." 2 months later, her company's scandal hit the national news. When they showed footage of executives being led out in handcuffs, she wasn't among them. It's my reminder that sometimes the most disturbing thing isn't watching someone break things in rage. It's watching someone systematically dismantle their old life to save their soul.